Welcome, Stoics. In today's adventure, we will discover the factors you need to learn to become the absolute priority in all possible aspects. After this journey, nothing and no one will ignore you. On the contrary, they will beg for your attention. For that reason, I advise you to stay until the end of this adventure so you don't miss any details, and share this video to help more people in our situation. With that said, let's begin. Do you aspire to become a top priority in someone's mind in today's fast-paced world? Amidst the deluge of information and fleeting interactions, gaining prominence and attention from others is no simple task. No one enjoys feeling like a mere contingency for someone else. How, then, can one overcome this challenge? Today, let us explore 10 subtle principles derived from ancient Stoicism, a philosophy that has endured through time and remains distinctive to this day. We will uncover how Stoics have applied these principles to naturally become individuals whom everyone around them prioritizes and admires. This approach does not entail fundamentally changing who you are, but rather nurturing and enhancing your inherent qualities. If you have ever felt overlooked or underestimated, this discussion will prove enlightening. Mastering the mystique. On the path to leaving a lasting impression, the initial step is to embrace the charm of intrigue. By mystery, we do not mean concealing your true self, but gradually unveiling aspects of yourself, akin to a captivating tale that unfolds page by page. This strategy ignites curiosity and maintains others' interest in getting to know you better. Imagine meeting someone who shares all their life details at once. There is little left to uncover later. Conversely, if they reveal their anecdotes, aspirations, and musings incrementally, each encounter becomes an opportunity to discover something new and compelling about them. Ancient thinkers like Marcus Aurelius emphasized the strength in withholding rather than revealing everything at once. They advocated for sharing thoughts and insights thoughtfully and at the appropriate time. This approach does not imply hiding your true nature. Rather, it allows people to appreciate the complexity of your character over time. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once remarked, "Your true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This wisdom can be applied to how we reveal ourselves to others. Savor the current moments of connection without feeling pressured to divulge every detail about your past, future plans, or innermost thoughts. Allow these aspects to unfold naturally as your relationships develop. Cultivate your happiness. When you are content within yourself, you naturally exude attractiveness to others. It is not about feigning happiness. It is about authentically discovering what brings you joy and pursuing it. Marcus Aurelius believed that happiness originates from within, stating, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This suggests that your happiness is not contingent on others. It begins with your own mindset and outlook on life. By embracing positive thinking and deriving joy from your own endeavors and accomplishments, you project a sense of assurance and fulfillment that captivates others. Seneca stressed the importance of finding contentment within oneself, asserting that genuine happiness is internally cultivated and does not depend on external influences. He stated, "Your true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This translates to living in the present, relishing life's pleasures as they unfold rather than perpetually chasing happiness from external sources. Epictetus also emphasized the importance of focusing on what we can control, advising, "Seek not the good in external things. Seek it in yourselves." This serves as a powerful reminder that your happiness should not depend on the actions or opinions of others, but should stem from your own values, pursuits, and self-nurturing. In everyday practice, this principle entails indulging in hobbies and interests that bring you joy, surrounding yourself with supportive individuals, and prioritizing your well-being both mentally and physically. It is about creating a fulfilling life that satisfies you regardless of your relationship status. When you are content with yourself and your circumstances, you do not seek validation from others. Instead, you share your genuine happiness with them. This authenticity is incredibly appealing and attracts others to your life, not because you rely on them for happiness, but because they are drawn to your genuine joy. Prove your value. It is not about boasting or pretending to be someone you are not. It is about demonstrating that you are unique and significant, just like everyone else, and that having you in someone's life is special. Consider it thus: things that come easily are often taken for granted, but those that are rare and require effort to attain are cherished more. This principle is about showing that you are like that rare, precious gem. It means living your life in a way that shows you honor and value yourself. When you do this, others will begin to recognize and honor your worth as well. Marcus Aurelius once stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This emphasizes focusing on what is within your control, your actions, beliefs, and strengths. When you recognize your own value without waiting for others to validate you, you naturally project confidence and attract respect and admiration from those around you. Seeking validation from others naturally enhances your attractiveness. Seneca emphasized the importance of time and its reflection on our self-worth. He stated, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." By choosing not to invest your time in those who do not appreciate you, you demonstrate the value of your time. This does not imply arrogance or indifference. Rather, it suggests immersing yourself deeply with those who honor and cherish your time and efforts. Additionally, Epictetus, another influential Stoic philosopher, stressed the significance of self-reliance. While we cannot dictate the world around us, we can govern our responses. In relationships, this means not craving approval or validation from others, but discovering it internally. When you are self-sufficient and assured, others are inclined to perceive you as valuable. In practice, this principle revolves around living with dignity, self-esteem, and assurance. It's about understanding your value and confidently displaying it in a modest yet steadfast manner. When you honor yourself, establish healthy boundaries, and pursue your aspirations with resolve, you inherently draw respect and notice from others. They perceive you not merely as another individual, but as someone significant and deserving of investment. This marks the beginning of becoming a priority in their lives. Let others invest in you. This principle is about understanding your worth as precious and distinct, not something easily acquired without effort. Epictetus once remarked, "No great thing is created suddenly." This holds true for relationships as well. Meaningful bonds are not forged in an instant. They require time, dedication, and shared effort. By allowing others to invest in you, they come to appreciate your value and the positive impact you bring to their lives. Marcus Aurelius also emphasized the importance of self-worth, advocating for inner strength and self-esteem. He suggested that how you view yourself greatly influences how others perceive and value you. As Aurelius put it, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself." When you recognize your own value and exude this confidence, others are more inclined to acknowledge and honor your worth. Seneca's teachings also reflect this principle. He advocated for a life of self-satisfaction and the importance of valuing oneself first. He remarked, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality," implying that worrying about others not recognizing your value is often unwarranted. By prioritizing your own value, others will gradually come to see and appreciate it too. In practice, this principle involves living a life that mirrors your value. pursuing activities that enrich your knowledge and skills, attending to your well-being physically, emotionally, and mentally, and creating a life you are proud of, one that others would eagerly join. When people dedicate their time and energy to you, it forges a deeper bond, making your connection more profound. They begin to view you not merely as another face in their life, but as someone significant and irreplaceable. In conclusion, being valuable and open to others' investments means recognizing your worth, striving for self-improvement, and nurturing meaningful relationships through mutual effort and respect. This approach positions you as a priority in others' lives, not through demand, but through genuine recognition and appreciation. Put yourself first. This principle emphasizes taking care of yourself and respecting your own well-being. Remember, self-care is not selfish, it is essential. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This quote underscores the importance of focusing on yourself and your needs. It reminds us that although we cannot control how others treat us, we can control how we treat ourselves. Seneca stressed the significance of self-reliance and independence, believing that our happiness should originate from within and that we should not depend too much on others for our sense of value or happiness. According to him, finding satisfaction within ourselves is crucial for leading a well-rounded and peaceful life. Epictetus also contributed wisdom to this discussion, emphasizing the significance of concentrating on what we can control, our actions and reactions. His words, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them," highlight the essence of looking after your own needs. Essentially, it's about owning your happiness and well-being instead of relying on others to provide them for you. In practice, making yourself a priority means setting boundaries in your relationships and ensuring you are not always putting others before yourself. It's about carving out time for your own well-being, whether for relaxation, hobbies, or personal development. Prioritizing your needs involves making decisions that contribute to your health and happiness, even if it means occasionally turning down others. Prioritizing your own needs is about recognizing and honoring your own value. It's about taking care of yourself physically and emotionally. When you do this, you not only build a fulfilling life for yourself, but also become a more attractive and respected presence in the lives of others. By showing that you value yourself, you inspire others to value you as well. Treasure your time. Recognizing that your availability and focus are valuable and should be given wisely is crucial. This means acknowledging the importance of your time and ensuring it is spent on endeavors and individuals that truly matter. By doing so, you convey to others that your time is precious and not to be squandered. You possess individual life passions and duties, rendering your time and attention meaningful offerings. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of valuing our time, stating, "You do not act as if you had 10,000 years to throw away." This admonition reminds us of the preciousness of time and the necessity to employ it judiciously. Being discerning about how and with whom you allocate your time signifies that your presence is esteemed and not to be taken for granted. Seneca similarly underscored the significance of time, famously stating, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This assertion underscores the critical nature of mindful time management. Epictetus advocated for concentrating on what lies within our control, urging us to invest our time in activities that enrich our lives and provide value. In the context of valuing your time, this entails engaging in pursuits that hold significance to you and associating only with those who demonstrate appreciation and respect for it. Practically, esteeming your time involves not automatically acquiescing to every request or invitation. It necessitates possessing your own agenda and priorities and deliberating on how to allocate your time. This equilibrium ensures that you are not perpetually relegated to the bottom of your own priority list. Thus, valuing your time and presence necessitates recognizing your inherent worth and manifesting it through deliberate time management. It entails being present in situations where your presence genuinely matters, while also reserving adequate time for personal endeavors and aspirations. This approach lends greater significance and desirability to your presence, ultimately positioning you as a priority in the lives of others. Embrace your individual path. This principle encourages embracing personal freedom and pursuing endeavors that hold paramount importance to you, rather than relying on external sources for happiness and purpose. As Marcus Aurelius aptly expressed, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." Living in accord with oneself entails identifying and pursuing individual dreams, interests, and goals. A content and fulfilled pursuit of one's own path naturally renders one more appealing to others. Independence and a sense of completeness draw others towards your orbit, compelling them to become involved in your journey. Seneca, too, stressed the importance of discovering contentment within oneself, positing that happiness should not hinge solely upon external interactions. His counsel, "If you wish to be loved, love," suggests prioritizing internal cultivation of love and fulfillment over seeking external validation. By doing so, individuals naturally emanate an aura of self-sufficiency, drawing attention effortlessly, rather than incessantly seeking affirmation. Epictetus' emphasis on focusing on what is within our sphere of control, our actions, pursuits, and reactions to life's tribulations, likewise underscores the importance of inner fulfillment. Living authentically involves anchoring one's happiness in internally derived contentment, rather than being excessively reliant on external validation or perception. Living one's unique life involves immersing oneself in activities that evoke joy, whether pursuing a passion, advancing in one's career, or spending time with supportive companions. It necessitates setting and pursuing goals that resonate personally and committing to their realization. A life brimming with vibrancy and fulfillment naturally attracts others, positioning the individual as a beacon of happiness and value. In essence, living one's life entails fostering self-sufficiency and finding fulfillment in personal endeavors and achievements. Embracing one's identity and appreciating one's worth inherently enhances one's appeal to others. By leading a fulfilling and self-reliant life, individuals organically become individuals whom others aspire to prioritize and include in their journeys. Preserve emotional equilibrium. This principle advocates for a balanced emotional demeanor in relationships, advising against allowing emotions to overshadow rationality. Marcus Aurelius advocated for emotional restraint and logical reasoning, stating, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This assertion underscores the importance of maintaining composure and integrity amidst emotional turbulence, ensuring that responses to situations are deliberate and dignified. Retaliation is to differ from the one perpetrating the injustice regarding emotional equilibrium. This implies abstaining from impulsive or emotional reactions to situations, but rather responding with thoughtfulness and composure. This approach serves to prevent becoming overly emotional or hastily attached in relationships. Seneca underscored the importance of managing our emotions, asserting, "He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary." This aphorism underscores the notion of avoiding anxiety or premature emotional responses dictating our behavior in relationships. It suggests allowing relationships to naturally unfold without imposing excessive emotional pressure prematurely. Epictetus similarly emphasized the importance of managing our responses, stating, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In terms of emotional equilibrium, this implies that while we cannot control others' actions in a relationship, we can regulate the emotional impact it has on us. This does not entail aloofness. Rather, it necessitates maintaining a balanced emotional perspective while assessing the level of mutual commitment and respect in the relationship. In practical terms, this guideline entails being mindful of the pace and depth of emotional investment in someone. It involves taking the time to comprehend the individual and allowing the relationship to progress naturally. This not only safeguards against potential emotional upheavals, but also enhances your allure by showcasing self-value and respect for emotional depth in relationships. In essence, preserving emotional equilibrium entails exercising prudence in managing emotional investments, refraining from hastily forming emotional bonds, and allowing them to evolve organically. This poised approach renders you a more grounded and appealing partner, thereby increasing the likelihood of becoming a priority in someone's life. Achieve balance in communication. The subsequent tip for becoming a priority in others' lives concerns sharing the onus in communication. It does not entail consistently instigating conversations or orchestrating plans. Rather, by occasionally yielding the initiative to others, it signifies a respect for your own time and interests while affording them the opportunity to demonstrate their interest in you. Marcus Aurelius once opined, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing." This dictum aligns with this principle, suggesting that life, including relationships, demands effort, adaptability, and relinquishing control. In communication, this translates to periodically relinquishing the reins and permitting the other party to assume leadership. It entails finding a middle ground where both parties contribute equitably to the relationship. Seneca's teachings echo this sentiment. He advocated for self-reliance and cautioned against undue reliance on others for happiness. By refraining from always initiating contact, you communicate that your happiness and self-esteem are not contingent solely on external factors. This approach also allows others to appreciate your presence and take the initiative to engage, thereby revealing their appreciation for your role in their lives. Epictetus underscored the significance of self-restraint in behavior, succinctly stating, "Shall we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen more than we speak?" Applied to communication, this underscores the importance of active listening and allowing space for dialogue, rather than monopolizing conversation with one's own contributions. Practically, this guideline entails conscientiously evaluating the frequency of initiating communication. While it is acceptable to take the lead initially, it is also imperative to afford the other party the opportunity to reciprocate. It is not about engaging in gamesmanship or keeping score. Rather, it is about fostering a balanced dynamic where both parties are equally invested in the relationship. To encapsulate, achieving balance in communication involves honoring your own time, while also allowing room for the other party to contribute, thereby fostering a mutually enriching relationship. Furthermore, allowing space for the other party to demonstrate their interest and commitment to you ensures that the relationship is mutually fulfilling, fostering equal investment from both individuals. This harmonious dynamic enhances overall relationship satisfaction and positions each participant as a priority in the other's life. Demonstrate courage to depart. The final tenet for attaining significance in the lives of others involves having the courage to disengage from situations or relationships that fail to honor or appreciate your worth. It entails recognizing your intrinsic value and decisively withdrawing from relationships that prove detrimental to your well-being. This firm stance serves as a resolute affirmation of self-worth and is essential to ensuring that you receive the respect you rightfully deserve from others. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of inner strength and self-esteem, asserting, "You have control over your mind, not outside events. Understand this, and you will find strength." This quote aligns seamlessly with our principle, suggesting that the bravery to walk away from negativity originates from within. It entails realizing that while one may not always control the actions of others, one can control their own responses. Seneca similarly underscored the significance of self-respect and advocated for refusing to settle for less than one deserves, stating, "Ye as is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." In the context of relationships, this implies that the quality of connections holds greater significance than mere companionship for the sake of alleviating loneliness. Epictetus advocated for the power of choice and personal accountability, noting, "Only the educated are free." This freedom encompasses the ability to choose to disengage from situations that fail to honor or benefit oneself. Education, in this context, encompasses recognizing one's intrinsic worth and acknowledging that one deserves relationships characterized by mutual respect and positivity. Practically, being prepared to walk away entails establishing clear boundaries in relationships and steadfastly adhering to them. It involves recognizing when a relationship lacks mutual respect and possessing the self-assurance to terminate it rather than settling for less than one deserves. While it represents a formidable decision, it serves as a resolute affirmation of one's own value. In essence, being willing to walk away involves recognizing and affirming one's intrinsic worth, refusing to tolerate situations that fail to treat oneself with the respect and consideration one deserves. This principle is paramount as it communicates to both oneself and others the expectation to be valued and prioritized. It signifies a declaration that one deserves better and will not acquiesce to anything less. As we draw near to the conclusion of our session today, I urge you to grasp a fundamental understanding. One's true worth is not determined by external opinions, but by the steadfast adherence to personal principles and the degree of self-respect one displays. Each individual represents a multifaceted mosaic of past experiences, future aspirations, and accumulated knowledge. It is imperative to never overlook this inherent reality. The 10 principles discussed today should not merely be regarded as guidance, but as robust affirmations of the remarkable individual each person already embodies. Each step taken towards self-valuation sends a powerful message to others regarding the respect and regard one rightfully deserves. As we conclude today's discourse, bear in mind that although this particular chapter nears its end, the broader journey of personal growth and discovery remains ongoing indefinitely. This path lacks a final destination. Instead, each passing day presents new opportunities for learning, growth, and alignment with one's aspirations. Should today's discussion resonate with you, I invite you to share your reflections by commenting below, signaling your engagement. Remember, recognizing these principles marks just the beginning. True transformation occurs when one integrates these lessons into everyday life. Lastly, I encourage you to delve deeper. A curated playlist, displayed on your screen, awaits to further facilitate your journey towards self-empowerment and continuous personal development. Seize the opportunity with confidence as you embark on this enriching expedition. Well, Stoics, we are nearing the end of this adventure. I hope it has been greatly beneficial to you. Remember to comment down below what you thought of today's journey, and you'll receive my like and personal response. Also, don't forget to subscribe and share if you truly want more content like this. See you in the next one.